Okay. Hi. How's it going? Um, Today is, what is it? Today's Saturday, July the 23rd, I believe. Yeah, July the 23rd on Saturday. It's currently, 8:12. I am sitting right in front of my room, and I'm in the hallway doing this video. Um, and I don't know what this is even about. I suppose it's about, um, an Instagram post I saw about like I think it said something like feel your pain or chase your pain or something, and it was like in regards to like relationships and like I'm always going through some kind of like relationship crisis because that is what my life looks like at the moment. It's my reality. Um, and I think it's like I'm going through all this stuff for a particular reason. I think it's more so just to like help me understand how to um, know what I want. I think that's what all this is about. That's what I believe. Because I don't think there's any other explanation as to why I go through so much heartache. But it said in the post something like, chase my pain. And I don't know what that means. Like, what does that mean to chase my pain? Like, what does that mean? Like, really thinking about it, I don't know what that means. Like, chasing my pain, go chase after my pain, like running towards it. I guess it's similar to like what Dean Testerman said about meeting my monster. I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of. Like, chase my pain, meet my monster. And I think about like what exactly is it that I'm feeling? I know exactly what it is. I experienced like major heartbreak back when I was in high school. Sorry, I'm just feeling like my boobs are showing. Anyways, I experienced major heartbreak back in high school, and like it was a really hard time for me. And I went through like years of like just complete just self-hatred and just depression and sadness. And then of course like I met someone when I was working, had a job that I worked at like a year or two ago, and um maybe it was like it's been a year by now, almost a year. But and like I experienced heartache there, not as much as my first love, but a lot has changed since then, with my sexuality and um, my religious beliefs. Like I'm like a spiritual person now. I used to be a Christian. I'm now an ex-Christian, and that's just a part of my journey as of now. And I don't know. I've been through a lot of changes. Like I've lost a lot of weight, and I've become like really into like health and wellness, and I care about myself and my well-being. And like a big part of my health journey, a particular part a particular area that I'm focusing in right now is emotional health, relationship health too. um, there's so much pain that I've experienced dealing with people, and I think like that pain, I think it's inevitable. I think people will disappoint me no matter what. I don't know if that's like a pessimistic belief, but that's just like, I personally think it's realistic because I think people disappoint a lot, but it's like that disappointment is coming from me. um like there's I am responsible for the way that I feel about something. No one else is. So when someone hurts me, there is some responsibility on my end. Like I have no control over how what this person does and how they act, but my response to their behavior is my obviously my responsibility. It is on me. And I think that my response to what I'm dealing with now is just like me being afraid. I feel afraid of like what's to come in the future, and it feels like an irrational fear, and it is irrational. But I think the fear is valid. Like I'm not saying it's invalid. I validate all of my feelings, and it's completely fine. But it's just like I don't really know exactly how to get through this little phase of life that I'm in right now when it comes to dealing with people. And I guess it's just like time will tell, I suppose. And at some point, I'm gonna be doing just fine when it comes to like relationships, and even with emotional health. Like, um, I personally believe a lot of my emotional health issues comes from like dealing with people that have hurt me or something. Who knows? I know. Um, I have like major insecurities too. Like just almost like every day I get told that like I'm attracted by somebody or something about me physically that someone likes. And yet I'm like a super insecure person and I don't understand why I am. Like I spent a long time, and I'm going to continue on this journey, but I've spent a long time like bettering myself to fit a standard that I want it to be at, that I want to be at. And I think even while doing this stuff, like, yes, it gives me more confidence, but I still feel like super insecure a lot of the time. There's like this new phrase called mask fishing, and it's been on the forefront of my mind for a while, as well as like amongst other things. Like climate change has honestly been in the forefront of my mind. Like that's what I would love to talk about, honestly. Like I like there's like this feeling of like that I'm not doing enough to like help prevent it from getting worse and like helping reverse things. Like I've just found out recently, thank you Natalie, shout out to her, but I've just found out recently that like the AC, having that on, that's like making climate change worse. I don't know how to say it. Like I feel like there's like a certain way to say making climate change worse in like a less elementary way. But who cares about how I'm talking? I care, yes, but no one else does. I just like sounding really smart, I suppose. But yeah, like the AC like being on, that's making things worse, and I didn't know that. Um, and like so that was like a profound thing I've learned. And like what else? I've lost my train of thought. It's okay, it'll come back. But in terms of climate change, like I'm a vegan, according to Natalie. I didn't do it like any research on this, but I trust her word because she's a really smart person. But like being vegan for a year is like equivalent to like not driving your car for a year, I think she said, which is awesome. I drive a gas fueled car, so um and I drive really long distances a lot of the time, so I kind of feel bad about that, and it's making me think about like electric cars. And then this is also making me think about money and stuff, and money is like a really big thing in my life right now. That's a really big part of my health journey, financial health, and like learning about passive income and like having multiple sources, multiple streams of passive income. Um, One of those ways that I'm actually doing now is YouTube. But I'd also like to get into like affiliate marketing and, of course, like when I hit a certain point on YouTube, the Google AdSense, sponsorships too. When I'm like saving up money and like being able to like purchase property, real estate, that's another way. And there's like some other ways that I just can't remember right now. I think dividend incomes were like, not dividend incomes, is dividend investing or something. I briefly watched a video on that. It didn't really make a lot of sense to me, but what I did get from it was like basically I have to have money to put away, and then it's like somehow these company excuse me, these companies will pay me back like sort of like a paycheck. But I forgot how it worked. But anyways, my goal is by the end of maybe this year or like a little bit into next year, because I started doing this like literally just this month, this passive income stuff, is to have at least 7 sources, 7 streams of income, and mostly from passive. Active income, I want to like dial that down a lot more because I think like me spending a lot of time working actively for my time is it's hard to do because like, it's just time is kind of like it's really precious, and you don't I'll speak for myself. I don't really get to experience a lot of interesting things and fun things, like putting my active time for like another company or like working for somebody else. And so I think about like all the things that I want to do and like the kind of lifestyle that I want to live, and I don't think me putting a lot of my energy and attention towards active income is gonna support that. I just love how I've talked about 3 random different topics in a very short amount of time. I think this is short. I'm not sure, but I think it's kind of funny because like I started talking about romance, then I got onto climate change, now I'm talking about passive income, but I got to passive income because I was talking about electric cars and how I'd like to have one, but I obviously can't afford one at this moment. But at some point, I'd like to have a Tesla or like any kind of electric car from like some whatever brand of car there is that makes fully electric cars. It doesn't have to be a Tesla. I think Teslas are pretty cool, as well as other cars, but not every car brand has all electric. Most car brands have like just gas, you know? But yeah, I want to get to a point where I can afford an all electric car. And then of course like influencing my family in some way to like use the AC less. Like obviously I don't have a say in how the AC gets ran in the house cuz this isn't like my house. I live here, but you know, it's my mom's home. But I would like to influence them into like getting more into climate change and like supporting supporting I don't know, just the climate change stuff. I want to check to see if this is gonna end because I don't want to like talk. It's still going good. I don't know when this is gonna end. I'm kind of scared to like go back down and start talking. But anyways, passive income, climate change, and relationships. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I just like want to make a lot of changes in my life, and I want to be able to like have this channel grow really big. Like I want to make a vision board just to like see exactly what my goals are for a YouTube channel and like act accordingly to support those goals. And even with other streams of income like affiliate marketing, I'm already signed up for that. I just haven't even read through the thing to see how to even get started and what I even have to do. But like I already like signed up with Urban Outfitters because I love their store, but I've also learned that like Urban Outfitters isn't sustainable. So I don't know if I can, if I want to support that. I don't, well, that's not a sponsorship, so it's a little different. But I'll probably edit this out because I don't want to like ruin a relationship with a company that I've signed up for and I also really like. But I'm just all about sustainability right now. Natalie said to not buy from like certain companies that aren't supporting sustainability, and she listed a couple, and I'm gonna go with that too because I think like it's just like I want to be on like the side of history that like that's correct, that's right, you know. And I think me taking her advice and doing these things is important. The whole showering at every other day, that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge for me because like I work out every single day and like I don't want to smell bad. So I'll have to like see what I can do about the showering aspect of things. But yeah, I think that there's a lot that I wanna do. Anyways, I'm already tired of talking. My social battery is already done. I want to do more of these sit down talking videos because I think they can be really cool. Hopefully you could see my face. I didn't actually pre-watch what I look like under this light here, but yeah. Thank you for anybody who's subscribing to me at this moment. All 15 of my subscribers. I appreciate you, and you guys are legends. And okay, bye. Peace out.